This tutorial is brought to you by PE Prep Engine. Free study guides and practice questions at peprepengine.com.
Week 4, Lesson 6, Air Quality and Filtration. Filters are rated by MERV, which is a set of capture efficiencies across 3 particle size bands, not a single number. We'll read the Handbook's MERV table, apply the pre-filter and final filter practice, see why higher MERV causes pressure drop, and treat dilution ventilation as a concept rather than a printed formula. Concept 1. What a rating means. A central air handling unit cleans in stages. Air hits a coarse pre-filter first, then a finer final filter downstream. The pre-filter, typically MERV 8, catches the large loading dust, so the expensive final filter lasts. The final filter, typically MERV 13 or greater, captures the fine particles the pre-filter passes. Each filter's grade is its MERV, from ASHRAE Standard 52.2, and it rises with the ability to capture smaller particles. Concept 2. MERV is 3 efficiencies, not 1. ASHRAE 52.2 measures particle size efficiency and reports it in 3 size groups. E1, the finest band, 0.3 to 1 micron. E2, the middle band, and E3, the coarse band, up to 10 microns. As MERV climbs, it's the efficiency in the small bands that tightens. A low-MERV filter is judged on the coarse band alone. A high-MERV filter must also perform on the finest particles. Setup. Reading the table. Each row gives the minimum efficiency in each band, the minimum final resistance, the pressure drop at the end of the filter's life, and a typical use. Track 2 columns as MERV rises. The finest band, E1, climbs from not applicable at the bottom to 95% at MERV 16, and the final resistance climbs with it. MERV 8 is the pre-filter, MERV 13 the final filter, and MERV 16 captures all bacteria. Concept 3. The pressure drop cost. That final resistance column is not decoration. A denser medium that catches smaller particles resists airflow more, so its pressure drop is larger, and it grows as the filter loads with dust. More MERV means more pressure drop, which means the fan works harder and burns more energy. That's why you don't spec MERV 16 everywhere. You match the filter to the need, and let a cheap pre-filter protect the final filter. Concept 4. Dilution. Filtration removes particles. Dilution is the other lever. Flush a space with cleaner outdoor air to hold an internally generated contaminant below a target. The Handbook prints no dilution equation, so treat it as a concept. At steady state, outdoor airflow times the allowed concentration balances the generation rate. More generation, or a lower target, demands more outdoor air. To put numbers on that air, use the ventilation rates from Lesson 7. Solve. Spec of filter bank. 2 flavors. Selection. An air handler must capture fine paint pigment and copier toner, the finest band, so anything below MERV 13 is out. Practice picks MERV 13 with a MERV 8 pre-filter ahead of it. Pressure budget. Series drops add, so using the printed final resistances, about 0.6 for the MERV 8 pre-filter and 1.4 for the MERV 13 final. The dirty bank is on the order of 2 inches water gauge, roughly half that when clean. That's the term that rides into the fan total pressure in Lesson 9. Traps. 4. 1. MERV is a size spectrum, not one number. What separates MERV 8 from MERV 13 is the finest band requirement, not a single headline percent. 2. Higher MERV is not free. Finer capture costs pressure drop and fan energy. So don't blanket a building in MERV 16. 3. A pre-filter protects the final filter. It doesn't replace it. 4. Dilution is a concept. There's no printed equation, so size the outdoor air with the ventilation rates. Quick recall. MERV is a composite particle size efficiency from ASHRAE 52.2, over 3 bands, E1 the finest and hardest, up through E3 the coarse band, and the small band tightens as MERV rises. Practice. A MERV 8 pre-filter protects a MERV 13 or greater final filter. The cost of more MERV is more final resistance and more fan energy. So match, don't max. And dilution is concept only. Size the outdoor air with the Lesson 7 ventilation rates. Next up, Lesson 7, Ventilation and Outdoor Air, plus Mixing Box Control. Filtration cleans the air that recirculates. Ventilation brings in the outdoor air that dilutes it. Lesson 7 puts numbers on that air. The breathing zone outdoor airflow from the ASHRAE 62.1 rate table, and the mixing box temperature that blends return and outdoor air. Same goal, a different tool. Everything's at PEPrepEngine.com. Cheat sheet, work solutions, and a quiz attached here.
The full study guide with every equation and common exam trap is free at PEPrepEngine.com. Link in the description. Structural, civil, and electrical series are coming soon. Subscribe so you don't miss them.